summer because it's getting that time. Literally, people, we are what? This is the 8th day of May, and you only have maybe a couple more weeks. Memorial Day is here, which signals the summer, and it gets real. You don't have spring in Texas like most people have. It just springs up to a hot as hell temperature, and then it's summer, and it stays. And people get those summer jobs, because when most people come back from school or to school in the fall, the first thing they say other than vacation, I worked a summer job at fill in the blank. I worked a summer job. I have my own money. I bought this because I worked a summer job. You hear that a lot. But you better get one now if you plan on getting one, because it just may not happen.
Yeah.
So, as a musician, Kim, were you gigging when you were in school and high school? And tell us some of the things you did, because contrary to belief, gigging, playing music, whether it be solo or a group, is a job.
Mm-hmm. Can't say that I've ever made money at it until recently in the last couple years, but I started playing music when I was in 3rd grade, and I used to go to a Catholic church, and so I played the tambourine at church, and I played the guitar, and then I started playing music at the other churches as I've gone through life. So I've always been a guitar player and a songwriter. But just recently, I realized as a soloist, they don't really get hired that much, so I took my butt out on the street corners, and I threw my bucket out there, and I started making money. And I love it. I love busking. That's what they call it, busking.
Well, I'm saying because back in the day, you might say, well, even to this present day, if you are a high school age person and you're in a band, everybody says, well, then what's your real job?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We go to a club or a place, we play, we make money, usually more than what you guys make in a day, sometimes a week.
Yeah.
And we get paid for it, so therefore, it's a job.
Well, my daddy wouldn't let me be in the band. I was asked to be in a band in high school, and he was like, nope, 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 you're going to end up smoking pot and dying of overdose.
Dang.
Just like that, so he wouldn't let me be in a band. So I married a man who was in a band, and that only lasted about 5 years when his best friend said, hey, she sings, why don't you put her in a band with us? And then he was like, no, because he didn't. Yeah, and so I divorced him. So So then I popped out my boys, and then I took a fracking break, and now I'm doing music finally at age 56. So finally, the musician comes out in me because of the men in my life, that have held me back, and the one that has helped me along, which is my husband.
Aww.
It's something else, because I know that when you play and you put the effort into practice and you play and you get hired somewhere, it's a job. It is a job, No one takes you serious unless you get the buzz around town saying, hey, you know what, the ABC band, they're pretty good. Then, oh boy, then it's a job, it's respected then. But when you're in the garage practicing when it's 100 degrees with no AC, you got a fan circulating the hot air back on you, and you spent money from that other job in the summer to get your instruments and your strings and your amplifiers to play music, it's still not a job.
No.
Well, that's what people say.
Well, it sounds like you're going to be putting more out than in.